Hey, it's Michael Tech BB, and I've been getting a lot of requests for a Gearbag video. I don't really know why people are wanting me to tell them what to put in their gear bags. It's kind of like me telling my wife what to put in her purse. But I'll go ahead through real quick and just kind of show you what I put in my gear bag. Now, when I go to the paintball fields, I pack very, very light. And I know there's a lot of companies that make really good, big, rolling, executive gear bags. I've had those. I've never really liked them. And I'm going to show you what I use for a gear bag. And I think you're going to find what I use for a gear bag not only to be practical, but also extremely cheap. Now, believe it or not, my gear bag is in my pocket. Okay, what I use is I went to Walmart and purchased one of these big mesh net laundry bags. And this is what I found to be the best gear bag that I've ever used. I think I bought this thing for $5 or $6 at Walmart, and that's what I use for my gear bag. Now, believe it or not, when I go to the field, I pack very, very light. There's a lot of thieves in paintball, and it seems that bringing backup guns and backup loaders onto the field, you're just asking for your stuff to get stolen, and when it happens, it sucks. Luckily, it hasn't happened to me, but it has happened to a lot of people. And my ideal, when you're at the field and when you're playing, you should have as little stuff sitting on your bench as possible. So if a thief walks away with a couple of my pods in my bag, well, he got off with $5. Congratulations, you're a loser. This is how I pack my gear bag up. Now I'll take it around real quick and show you what I do. Now, I know some people have got a really long drive when they go to the field, so they prefer to maybe show up in swim trunks and then change into their stuff. I don't like doing that because for me it feels like I might be leaving something behind. So the things I'll wear on me when I get to the field is I'll wear my my slider shorts. I do wear a pair of these Under Armour underwear, which are phenomenal. You ever buy a pair of these Under Armour underwear? They feel great. Sometimes when I feel like I'm wearing regular cotton underwear or boxers, it feels like I'm wearing a sweater down there. But definitely looking at picking some of those up. It's going to really help keep your midsection here nice and cool. I do wear a nice little Under Armour shirt. As much wicking material as I can possibly get. Feels great. Obviously my knee pads and my pants. That's what I'll wear to the field. So I'll slide this off the table. So I wear my game underwear, slider shorts, wicking shirt, knee pads, and my pants. So that way I'm almost completely dressed when I get to the field. Now I will sometimes wear sandals when I get to the field. And what I'll do is I'll take my cleats and go ahead and put them in a bag. Now I usually put these in my bag first. So let's go ahead and take my gear bag, my $5 gear bag, and I'll take my cleats and go ahead and put them in there first. It kind of sucks driving in cleats. Now, what I'll do is I'll take my pack and just have it ready, and I will bring generally no more than about 2 extra pods with me to the field, just in case if I lose a couple of these that are here. Now, a great tip for you guys that are in teams is what we do is we'll just go and buy like 100 pods. This way, nobody's like, that's my dialogue lid, no, that's my Archon pod. Everybody leaves their personal pods at home. The whole team all chipped in. We all got all white Archon pods, and they work great. So Archon pods, that's what we use at the team. That way there's no worrying about who's got whose pod. Everybody just keeps using out of the same box of pods. Then I'll do is I'll carry an extra barrel sleeve in case I accidentally shoot mine or a teammate loses theirs or leaves it. I always will carry an extra barrel sock. Obviously my gloves, I'll go ahead and put those in the bag. I'll take my paintball caddy, go ahead and stick that in there. My jersey, which is washed, by the way. You guys should always be washing your jersey so you're not getting pulled out from hits from 2 weeks ago. My beanie and my forehead protector, I'll go ahead and stuff those in there. And then what I'll do is I'll take my towel, which is going to follow me onto the field, go ahead and stick that in there, and SPF 50 sunblock. I love this stuff. I mean, as you guys know, I've got a bald head, and my head sets on fire if I do not put on some really good sunblock. So I always carry out my sunblock, stuff that in the bag. NXC elbow pads, go ahead and stick that in there. And then my mask, I go ahead and put the mask on top. And then push the mesh covering like that. And then what I'll do with my gun is I'll carry my gun completely put together. I don't like the idea of taking the gun completely apart, putting the loader in one section of the thing and the barrel in something else and the tank in something. It's just asking for people to leave stuff behind. And what I'll do is just go ahead and throw this over my shoulder, and I walk onto the field. And next thing I'll do is I'll cover really quick what I will carry as a backup. Now I have popped some loaders, so what I'll do is I will carry an extra loader, but I will leave this in the trunk of my car. I won't bring this and put this inside of my gear bag. So I do carry an extra loader because I have broken feet necks. You trip, you fall, and your loader breaks. This way I always have an extra loader. Now, I'm by no means a master tech, but what I will do really quick is kind of show you. Take apart my personal toolbox here. Now what I did was I went to Dick's Sporting Goods, I believe is where I got this tackle box from, and I believe I spent about $20 for this tackle box, and it's worked out great. Right up here on top, it's got all the different O-rings from all the different guns I use, Mark, Intimidators, I've got some Ego Shocker O-rings, I've got just about everything, some extra screws. I got some extra fill nipples because it seems like a lot of people always get the tank with the bad fill nipple that doesn't fill. So here's a couple extra fill nipples from Crossfire, some extra macro lines in case people blow their macro line. Let's take a look inside here. Okay, I've got some extra long Q-tips with the wooden sticks. You get these from eBay. You can see I've got my trusty handheld chronograph. Here's my tool that I use to take apart my loaders. Some bent tip needle nose pliers. These are very expensive. You get them from Sears, but it's an awesome investment. Definitely pick some of those up. Some extra swabs to clean out the breeches of some guns. Allen keys. Tri-Flow, which works great. I do have a paintbrush here to clean out the guns. Some pliers. A razor blade to open up the cases of paint. Lube. I have my Dow 55. Some Lurker lube. Great stuff. Dow 33, some tank tape. I've been getting a lot of requests about what exactly is on the back of my tank here. What I use on the back of my tank is just some basic hockey tape. I bought it from Dick's Sporting Goods. I just do it in a crisscross pattern across the top, wrap it all up. This stuff works great, and if I go to take it off, it doesn't leave sticky residue like the athletic tape. And that's pretty much it. And one of the most important things to always have is obviously your manual. This is my manual for the board. In case I need to change a setting on my board, here's my Mark manual. And some extra O-rings or some sort of proto. Some scissors in case I get a thread I need to cut on my jersey before I ruin the jersey. An extra, a catch cup there, or an extra drive cone in case somebody breaks theirs. The ion deep well socket. There will be some shithead probably out there at tryouts with a shocker. I'll probably need that. And that's about it. So that's my gear bag, and that's everything. I will leave this in the car, and what I'll do is I'll take out the Allen key, the one Allen key that I need to adjust the regulator. I'll take that one Allen key and put it in my pocket, but I'll leave my toolkit in the car. I go to the field to play, not to work on guns. Thanks for watching.